Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. We've got the Star Citizen monthly report for you this time for the persistent universe. So what Cloud Imperium have been working on over the last few weeks and what they are laser focused on now in the run up to CitizenCon and beyond that as well. Cloud Imperium almost certainly have omitted or obscured a lot of stuff they are working on or are going to show us at CitizenCon from this monthly report, so bear that in mind. With my summary, I'm sort of going to avoid the we worked on 3.20 and made it better and optimizations were made for 3.20, because we know most of the teams have been doing that and did a load of support for 3.20 features. With that in mind, let's have a look at the US vehicles team. They completed work on a new vehicle variant with final bug fixing and polishing currently underway. The white box of another new vehicle is also nearing completion. The team solved some of the space issues, opting for smaller beds with a tighter layout. They also separated out the base model from the variants. Quick little spoiler, we are expecting things like the Drake Cutter Scout and Expedition ship, as well as the Zeus Mark II, so an evolution of the first-in-law ship to have a quantum drive. We're expecting to see these ships at CitizenCon or the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo, or before the end of the year at the very least. The Aopoa Santok Yai is almost content complete, including cockpit animations that heavily lean into the alien language. The interior damage pass is also nearly done, including a new map generated specifically for Aopoa. Upcoming tasks include lighting polish before the LOD pass, level of detail pass. Work continued on remote tractor beam gameplay, including how the hardpoint should be used to create the best player experience. The EUPU gameplay feature team also helped with the tractor beams too, including an update to the general salvage HUD to allow it to show tractor beam information. This is still a work in progress. The team also made significant progress on structural salvage, formerly salvage munching, and I believe that's also, before that was called more salvage, and continued their work on the resource network, obviously incredibly important for physicalized components and generally how sort of power and stuff moves around ships, and giving you engineering gameplay and a circuitry of ships, loads and loads of stuff associated with that. The vehicle gameplay team also helped with the resource network, allowing items placed inside interior object containers to be connected to the network, such as doors and lights. Mission features continued their work on modularizing the new player experience. New Babbage saw its first working version, with the team currently focused on polish. So basically this is the tutorial that will be available at all landing zones, not just one. Various mission content was also worked on, including the reactivation of Crusader platform missions, which tentatively passed its go no-go review. Blockade Runner is also progressing through development following internal playtests and feedback. The Steel Evidence mission passed a go no-go and has been activated for Alpha 3.21, while the design for a courier version of the Steal and Recover cargo missions moved into production. Further polish was made on data heist missions, including internal playtests in preparation for its debut. Siege of Orison 1.1 is in its QA testing phase, where it's going to be tested for stability and performance issues ahead of future activation. They also continue to look at and balance the cargo manifest system for bounty and salvage missions, and designs were pitched for long-term reputation goals. Ship Trespass has passed its gate review and is approaching a release-ready state, so this basically will allow you to deal with trespassers on your ship without getting any form of criminal rating. Bam! Really nice. Alongside debugging for Alpha 3.21 and future releases, UI-supported mission features on the Blockade Runner screens, and with final touch-ups for another ongoing mandate. The team progressed with the Reputation app, adding new styles to the item shops. They are also doing final tests on Pyro's airlock screens. The Economy team set up shops at 3 jump point stations to provide the Hull C and other cargo ships with additional trade routes. It's really awesome to see these jump point stations in the Alpha 3.21 build, and also now be mentioned in the patch notes. They've got them looking good, and yeah, it's cool that they've gone, look, these locations are here. They don't have activated working jump points yet, but all the infrastructure and station and all the other stuff that you would need for those jump points to exist is now there. They've also been rebalancing commodity trading in the Stanton and Pyro systems as part of a larger initiative to improve the gameplay experience for haulers and traders. Economy then supported other teams such as character art and interactables with pricing for new player equipment. Also, the tool that extracts live game data to help inform the profitability of various gameplay loops and assist in balancing was completed. I'm assuming this will actually be used to get dynamic data and change prices dynamically, right, for the economy stuff. The character and weapon team worked on the new prone motion set. Work was done to stabilize the player character's wrists in first-person view. Some initial updates were made, though the team now has a longer-term plan to further improve the visuals. Character art finished the Headhunter outfit and progressed with the Duster's outfit. Alongside this, the character concept art team explored ideas for fauna and medical backpacks and prepared handoff sheets for a racing suit. The animation team worked towards ensuring all male animations are also available for the female character. You're going to see female characters doing a lot more in upcoming patches. Keep in mind that there are a large volume of animations and there will be considerable visual artifacts that Cloud Imperium need to sort out with this. They also created initial animations for a new creature. The locations team continued developing a variety of new locations for Pyro. They also worked on several legacy locations in pursuit of maintaining the wider Stanton system and supported the mission feature team on one of their upcoming initiatives. The sandbox and organics teams progressed with several upcoming locations including Pyro and the new underground facilities. Lighting continued their work across multiple initiatives. They mainly focused on Pyro, though performance improvements were made across Stanton too. The branding team progressed with navigational signage for the exterior of underground facilities. They also created holograms and assembled navigational signage for an upcoming event. The interactables team progressed with various upcoming content, including a variety of new styles of prop, and supported the ongoing development of the new underground facilities as well. Narrative design completed work on missions and Pyro factions, including Blockade Runner and data heist missions. Scripts were also written for automated computer systems that will be used in missions and at new locations. They continued improving the lives of AI around both Stanton and Pyro with more naturalistic behavior patterns. Several discussions were held focusing on how they can better capture the feel of Pyro based on how its NPC population behaves at stations and outposts. Great progress was made on creating and implementing creatures across the persistent universe. As part of this, work was done on toolsets for rigging and physics proxy authoring and implementation. Comms calls and dialogue were a major focus too, with the goal being to create content at speed. They continue to provide additional faces for the game to source from, providing more variation to NPC populations. A large portion of the core engine physics and entity team's focus this time was on release support. This included optimizing code, looking to server-side memory consumption, and fixing memory leaks. These improvements will appear in public releases over the next few months. They also rolled out StarBuild, the custom code build system, and updated Visual Studio to version 2022. Transitions towards the final version of Gen 12 continued, and the streamlining system received improvements. For the editor, time was spent enabling entity streaming code to allow the designers to work on the persistent universe's significant amount of content more easily. The editor also has more complexity than the pure game, as objects can now be modified as well. On the physics side, the team is currently adding numerous improvements to the simulation, which will be revealed soon. The graphics team progressed with several in-development features. For example, the new water simulation and renderer systems now have their fundamental building blocks complete and are currently being balanced to ensure they look good under the game's huge variety of conditions. The R&D on global illumination was merged into the main branch to see it working across various persistent universe locations. However, a lot of work remains, including major aspects like moving zones, characters, and optimization. Work also continued on several longer-term features, such as fire support for entities, a screen space occlusion effect for gas clouds to increase their lighting detail, and support for Maelstrom, the new physics destruction system. AI-wise, the AI features team focused on ongoing male-to-female animation retargeting, ensuring that Pyro's female characters are up to the same standard as their male counterparts. Recent work included retargeting combat and social animations as well. They also worked on Persistent Universe performance for an upcoming patch. They solved issues including NPCs not reacting to players pointing their guns at them. AI Tech continued developing various features for Boids, which are basically swarm or small creatures, fish, birds, rats. So they did a load of work on the base sort of structure that allows the designers to define Boid states, wandering, fleeing, idling, dead, etc. And transitions between them were implemented. Iteration was also done on suitable physics properties for Boid agents that need to be affected by gravity to walk on terrain. They also added health components to them as well, so players can potentially damage or kill them. Performance improvements were also made, with the team looking closely at systems that impact performance on dedicated servers. A small update and new functionality was added to the collision avoidance system. Now collision avoidance agents have support for skipping and ignoring lists, which is used when agents move together as a group. For NPCs using trolleys, improvements were made to collision avoidance, and a new component was added to the trolley that will trigger the regeneration of the navigation mesh when it stops moving. Boom! That's it for your Star Citizen Persistent Universe updates this time. We are perilously close to CitizenCon though, the 21st and 22nd of October. CitizenCon, we'll be covering that with a load of videos. It will be available to watch live on a huge range of YouTubers and Twitch live streams, but you can also watch it on the twitch.tv/StarCitizen official one if you want. But yeah, we'll be making a load of summaries for that. Remember that a lot of stuff is going to be obscured from what Cloud Imperium have been working on. It is the road to CitizenCon, which basically means they starve us a little bit of content and reveal stuff at CitizenCon. Ooh, prepare to be wowed and hyped. I'm really interested to know, though, what you think we might see at CitizenCon. Are you excited for the Alpha 3.21 patch, which is currently in PTU? Are you excited for the new ships and vehicles that are going to be turning up over the next few months? And what about the Santok Yai? Is that Xi'an medium fighter interesting to you? New salvage gameplay? When do you think we're actually going to see that structural salvage, the munching salvage? What about the resource network and like engineering gameplay and all of that sort of jazz? Do you think that's going to be something we see early next year actually implemented? Obviously, lots of work on Pyro, those jump point locations as well. I think they're quite exciting, but I'm really interested to know what you thought of this monthly report and what you're thinking of Star Citizen 3.21 as well. Whatever your thoughts, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Want some more immersion with Star Citizen? Then the Tobii Eye Tracker 5 is on sale until October 9th. This gives you native high-precision head and eye tracking in Star Citizen. Very cool for general immersion, for combat both in ship or on foot. They are absolutely fantastic pieces of kit, and both Zin and I have one. Use the links below to grab one or to find out more. What the hell are you? It's nordvpn.com/BoredGamer, enabling you to minimize your presence on the internet, almost like a cloaking device. It also allows you to hunt out the best TV and movies and shopping deals by changing your region. It prevents big internet from gathering and using your personal data. There's even a data breach scanner and meshnet for your own remote private network included. When Zin asked, what's the Predator movie got to do with NordVPN or CitizenCon or Star Citizen, I said, what's any of our NordVPN ads got to do with anything? Grab yourself NordVPN in the links below for a seamless, secure internet experience. Every month we have a Star Citizen ship giveaway. For October 2023, we are giving away a Constellation Phoenix. This luxury multi-crew ship can be used as a mission runner, an explorer, a base of operations, and more. It comes with a luxury P-72 Archimedes snub, as well as the Lynx rover, allowing you to have on and off planet excursions. Just comment on any of my videos made during the month to be in for a chance of winning that. This is the bit of the video where I appeal to you to try and join the channel memberships and give us money. We have a load of you that are Patreons or have become YouTube channel members with the join button under my videos, and that goes a huge way in helping the channel and enabling us to make daily Star Citizen news entertainment. But there are a load of other ways to help us: liking, commenting, sharing these videos. That helps the channel grow. Thank you for watching to the end. Please get involved in the comments section, and I hope you have a great October.